And a good Thursday, everybody. Welcome in Chase and Big Joe, 102.5 The Game. We're live today at the Omni Nashville Hotel at Kitchen Notes, our home away from home, either here or Bar Lines. We enjoy both. Joe has not had oatmeal yet.
No, it's gone right now.
I know,
pal.
I know. But we'll have to try and get him some. Excited. Got a big show planned. Pete Weber, the voice of the Predator, is going to join us here in just a little bit. Greg Wyshynski from ESPN at 2 o'clock. As the NHL schedule resumes. Predators play tonight against the Chicago Blackhawks. But, Joe, we start things off a trade for the Tennessee Titans. T'Vondre Sweat, who I kind of felt like the writing was on the wall that he wasn't going to fit this new system. He's been reportedly traded to the New York Jets for defensive end Jermaine Johnson, who played for Robert Saleh, was drafted in 2022 with the 26th overall pick, and now rejoins his former head coach here in Nashville, and I think will fit that defensive front that Saleh is wanting to put together. And I like the move. I think Sweat, it just wasn't working. He gets a fresh start. Johnson gets a fresh start. He had an Achilles injury, ironically, against the Titans a couple years ago. Last year was a down year, but his second year in the league, 7.5 sacks. So we will certainly see how he fares with the two-tone.
I love it. It's all coming together now, right? You move Sweat out of there. You don't have to worry about his conditioning or whether he's going to show up in shape. You got a burner at one end. You draft Ruben Bain at the other end. You get a guy to match with Simmons inside. Boom, it's going good. Now the problem is the Jets traded a defensive end. So what are they going to need at number 2?
A defensive end.
A defensive end.
Yeah.
So let's just put all the negativity out there about Ruben Bain. He's slow, his arms are short, he's terrible, all this stuff, and then he falls to you at 4.
Yeah.
So that opens up everything now. If you want to get Ruben Bain, maybe they like Bailey, maybe like Arvell Reese. Who knows? Maybe they like a receiver. I don't know.
Yeah.
Stay away from Ruben Bain. It's all coming together.
Well,
and I'm telling you, I'm loving what Saleh Borgonzi are doing.
You you said it best in our text message that if you can get Bain at 4 and find a bigger guy to go with Simmons there in the middle, which I think John Franklin Myers is probably that guy who has played for Saleh previously with the Broncos. You do that, you feel pretty good about that defensive front.
Oh, my gosh.
Because to me, people are like, oh, well, you get Jermaine Johnson. Does that take away the need for a pass rush? I think Jermaine Johnson replaces Arden Key. You still need you still need an elite pass rusher out of the draft.
How great would that be? I mean, you got 2 guys. Just go after the passer, Simmons inside, another big body inside there, then work your way back, get a nice corner, maybe in the draft, free agency. I mean, it is all coming together right now. I didn't think it would happen. I didn't think I'd want Sweat. I really didn't.
Yeah.
And the fact that
the Jets seem to want all the Titans trash.
Good. Yeah, we got plenty more to give you up there in New York. So I think it's a good start, a good day for the Titans. And look, we have banged on this Titans franchise the last 3 years pretty hard, right? And a lot of it's well-deserved. But I'm telling you, when the positive happens, we're going to accent the positive right now. And I love Saleh. I cannot wait till he jumps their ass in camp. They're not used to it.
No.
Vrabel got him. They all got
if they were there with Vrabel.
They get it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like Jeffrey Simmons, I think, is really looking for it because that's what Jeffrey Simmons needs.
Absolutely does. I can't wait to hear Saleh scream. It's the days of Jim Washburn.
Oh, yeah.
And
White Cotton's probably the same way, the defensive line.
Right. Washburn was so great that you would go back. If you did like an ISO and Albert Hainsworth, you had to go back when you cut the videotape for news. You'd have to blanket out all the audio.
Yeah.
Because all Washburn did was cuss the entire time. But those guys were coached hard, man, every single day. And so the last 2 years has been a daycare camp. That's over. It's over. And that's what this franchise needs. And, man, so glad they got Saleh. Borgonzi's doing great. If you're a Titans fan, this is a good day for you.
I think so. I mean, and look, I think what we're seeing is the plans starting to come together. I'm going to laugh when Will Levis is a starting quarterback for the New York Jets. I'm going to just speak that into existence. I'm telling you.
I don't know why I laughed. Yeah, right?
It makes so much sense. Like, they're taking everything else. Like, hey, you must have loved the draft from a couple of years ago, so go ahead.
You just gave me a great question for today. What else do we send to New York and Nashville? Right? You can have all the pedal taverns. That's gone. Goodbye. Hey, New York bachelorette parties are wonderful. You should have them up there with you as well. That should go up to New York as well and do all that.
Man, we could have fun with it. You want to make that the question of the
Might
day?
as well, right? I mean, you led right into that, so that's good.
Our question of the day is presented by Aries Tactical. Your safety, your skill, your Aries Tactical. First-time shooters, shoot for free. Just tell them that I, Chase McCabe, sent you, and check them out at ariestactical.com. You can weigh in at 615-737-1025, which is our phone and text line driven by WilsonCountyHyundai.com. Richie from White House says, I could see the Titans using Ruben Bain arm length as leverage. They can look for teams to trade back a couple of spots, get some more draft capital that they're looking for, and then draft Bain not so high in the draft if he's still available, or draft an offensive player to fill some spots on the offensive side.
Yeah.
I still think he goes top 5, but I don't hate that strategy.
Not at all. No, not at all. I like it. And like, it's a good draft for pass rushers, right? And so now you got to worry about the Jets taking your guy at 2. But then you get Bailey. Bailey's really good. Arvell Reese, he's athletic, but he's not a pass. I don't want a project. I need a guy who's done it at the highest level for a couple of years and had good success at that. And that's what Ruben Bain is.
Here's an interesting one. 3337. Hey, do either of you have the mayor of Murfreesboro's phone number? Because if we get this front 4 right and Xavier Woods is gone, he was released yesterday along with Lloyd Cushenberry. Mm-hmm. We need Kevin Byard back. Please call him. Would you take Byard now that Xavier Woods is gone? Would you bring Byard back?
What number is that? What number is my holding up?
1 0 0
100%.
Yep.
I'd get Kevin.
He
Byard.
fits this culture.
I'd get him.
He's a leader. Now, look, you're not looking at him to be the every down guy anymore like he was, but he led the league in interceptions last year.
He's always around the football.
Right.
Kevin Byard's always around the football. He's a good run stopper, right? I mean, you in coverage, I mean, you're not going to have him go after the guy running the go route.
Sure.
That's what the DB's for. I mean, so absolutely I would.
Yeah.
Now, does he want to? I mean, the Bears have a better chance getting to the Super Bowl than the Titans do. So if the Bears want to keep him in Chicago, he wants to re-sign.
I'll have to ask. I'll ask our Chicago people what the word is up there about him. If they want to keep him, or if they think he's going to be on the market.
I would like to give New York City the famous red light in Donaldson. They could have that one. All the red lights to take up to New York City that drive me insane. The red light down here on First Avenue and Korean Veterans. That thing holds longer than Dan Moore Jr. That thing just holds forever. I'm like, get rid of that red light down there.
That's a good analogy.
Yeah,
more than Dan Moore Jr. That's pretty.
Because he can't block, he's going to hold you all day long. Maybe it's J.C. Latham that'll hold you and do that.
Well,
no, I think it's a good day for the Titans. I really do. It's a good day for them.
Me 615-737-1025. What do you think? Tavondre Sweat, and again, this trade cannot become official until the league year starts, so it's just reports.
Mm-hmm.
But the Titans reportedly acquiring Jermaine Johnson, who has 13 career sacks in 47 games played with the Jets, for Tavondre Sweat. I'm with you. I like it. There's something about an edge rusher wearing number 11 too that just
kind of cool, right?
Kind of looks badass.
There's a picture they put side to side of Johnson and Sweat, and I mean Johnson fit, strong, and Sweat looks like he just got out of the sauna. I mean, it's like you can see the build of both. And I know they play two different positions, but Johnson looks great, man. Double J, Jeff Jarrett, Jermaine Johnson.
Where did he play? He was at
Georgia and Florida State.
Yeah, that's right.
He was Player of the Year in the ACC, I think, one year.
Yeah.
That he was at FSU. So, yeah, it's good. Like, man, you know how Saleh operates. There's not going to be a problem with culture adjusting. Go after the quarterback.
There's something to bringing guys in that know you. Like that can, come in and be like, hey, this is, just so you know, this is what you need to expect.
Right. Like I hired Dr. Crane to clean up my gutters. Right. So I know what kind of work ethic he brings. Right, Dr. Crane?
Yeah, absolutely. I got to get my mind out of the gutter after that comment.
Yeah, exactly. So that's why. But no, Titans fans love this. And I don't know if there's other ones. Is there any other trades you think that are possible? I mean, that was mentioned like for the last 6 weeks or so.
Yeah. I don't think they're done yet. I think, because think about this. The Titans draft. Let's look at the Ran Carthon draft. Who's left? Latham, Skoronsky, Will Levis right now. Let's see. Tavondre
Cedric
Sweat's
Gray.
gone. Cedric Gray. Brownlee, he's gone.
Gone.
Jaquan Jackson's gone. James Williams, I think he's gone. Is Jalen Harrell still there?
Yes.
Okay, so he's still there. So from 2024, Latham, Gray, Jalen Harrell.
That was just 2 years ago.
From 2023, Skoronsky, Levis, Spears, and Josh Wiley's gone. Jalen Duncan and Colton Dowell are gone too.
Holy cow. That's awful.
Robin-
That is just awful.
Robinson's last draft.
Nobody.
Well, Chig.
Oh,
For now.
okay. Yeah, for now.
Monty Hooker, Jeffrey Simmons.
That's
Well,
19.
that's 19. I'm just saying the last draft. But yes,
Interrupt us.
Monty Rice, he's gone.
Boy, they had high hopes for Monty Rice. The guy from Georgia, right?
Yeah.
They had high hopes for him.
Christian Fulton.
Gone. Soft.
Yeah. That's crazy. That is crazy.
Soft. I love them Vrabel guy. He didn't so much say soft, but was basically saying soft.
Well, he would say soft tissue injury.
Yeah.
Talking about guys like
we
that.
lied. We went down and saw the Titans Monday night game versus the Dolphins in 23, and the front page of the Miami Herald on the sports section was David Long, and it says debunking me being soft. That was the lead article, and it's so funny that the Titans won that game that night, and that was all done. But yeah, look, man, coach is going to call you out. You don't be soft, right? I mean, you just climb your tail and scream and yell at you, trying to get you better. I like it, man.
2104 says, oh, this is an interesting one to the question of the day. Probably not a popular take, but New York can have goo-goo clusters.
That's why.
I mean, I like goo-goo. I don't love them. I like them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's Nashville.
Yeah,
I like
no,
that.
that's a Nashville thing. They can't have that.
No, you cannot.
He did say it was probably not a popular take.
I like the
So it was honest.
I like letting us know ahead of time. That would be popular.
James Williams, I guess, is still on the roster.
Is he? I haven't heard of that guy.
Well, he's
Probably never heard of me.
yep, exactly.
Yeah, even better.
We are live today from the Omni Nashville Hotel at Kitchen Notes. We got a lot of fun things planned coming up. Pete Weber going to join us as well. Stay tuned. More coming here from the Omni 102.5 The Game. Chase and Big Joe, 102.5 The Game here on this Thursday at the Omni Nashville Hotel at Kitchen Notes. The Predators back in action tonight against the Chicago Blackhawks as finally, after 3 weeks, they come back. And so it'll be good. And now on the home stretch, trying to make the playoffs. And to talk more about that, we say hello to our favorite, the voice of the Predators, Pete Weber, who is with us now. Pete, what's up?
What is up is the fact that we're going to fit in 25 games in the rest of the season, 50 days. So we are going to finish the regular season. I'm going to concentrate on that. Finish the regular season by the day before income tax returns traditionally were required. Now, I don't know with the storm we had here, they might do like they did a year ago and postpone the due date for all of that, but that's still to be determined. But this has been, it was a fun break, but now I am ready. And I can tell you something else. Claudia is ready for me to go back to work.
Is she ready to get you out of the house?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
So what did you do during your time off?
Well, I made Claudia go with me to Pitchers and Catchers in Florida. So we went down to see the Mets, the Cardinals, the Astros, and we were at the complex but did not see, because the Astros share with the Washington Nationals, did not see the Nationals that day.
You said that was a pretty cool setup, too.
Yes, it was.
That they have there.
And they don't have any room at all. I think it must be 80 acres to get all those eight, if they could, get the 8 different diamonds, full diamonds in effect. Don't hurt yourself.
I know.
Chase.
I know. I'm setting up the camera, so that people can see you.
All those poor people that need to see me. That's horrible.
Okay, so we wanted to obviously talk hockey and everything with you, but I'm going to let you in on something. We have a little bit of an ulterior motive for having you on the show.
Okay.
Yeah. JoJo, could you open that door?
Yes, sir. All right. I'll
Please,
be right back.
because we want to do something fun here for Mr. Weber.
Are we doing This Is Your Life or something?
Yeah, something like that. Something like that.
So which one of you is Ralph Edwards?
I guess Joe. I don't know if you've met Mr. Brad Willis or not.
Yes, I have. Hey, Brad, how you doing, my man? Good.
We will put Brad here on the microphone because Brad has a special presentation he wants to make to Pete.
Pete Weber.
I have a sneaking suspicion I owe you for something.
You do. but first I owe you. I think we all do as sports fans from this state and certainly from this city. You've meant so much to the fan base of Smashville. You taught the game of hockey to the mid-state. You continue to be a great ambassador for the Nashville Predators.
Now, folks, check that. He said ambassador. He enunciated that very nicely.
But we're really excited. We want to honor you and what you've done in your career and everything that you've meant as one of the great hockey announcers of all time. We're so excited that you're here in Nashville with us. We want to invite you to join the Tennessee Sports Hall of Fame as part of our class of 2026.
Thank you very much.
Congratulations.
Much appreciated. Much appreciated.
It's a great group of Predators who are represented in the hall, and we're very excited to add you to that list.
Thank you so much, Brad. And from those days when I was doing little articles on a no longer existent website on Tennessee Titans Radio, the inside story, I'll never forget that weekend we spent together doing that.
That's right. It's been a long time.
Yep.
Well, you can't quantify what Pete Weber means to this fan base, to the sport in our state. And we're super excited and think that you're incredibly deserving and wanted to come here today as part of our friends here at 102.5 The Game and celebrate you and give you a bit of a surprise and tell you that we want to invite you.
How about a shock? And here's the thing. Yesterday was the anniversary of Pete Weber, the Bowlers.
Yes.
I am.
Yes.
Yeah.
I saw that.
So that was that. So I guess I am.
You are.
Well, I'm glad we surprised you because you're kind of hard to surprise. Usually everyone and things going on.
Nobody tipped me off on this one, I'll tell you.
Good. But we have Claudia here as
Yes.
well, and a few people from the Predators. But congratulations, Pete, because
Thank you.
You are a Hall of Famer now. You and Crispy are in the same Hall of Fame.
Yeah, that's going to be scary.
You're in
for
Golden
everybody
Hall. You're
involved.
in the Tennessee Sports Hall of Fame. So you got a
Yes.
couple now.
All right. Thank you. I really appreciate it, Brad. You don't understand how much I do.
Well, we're super excited and super happy for you. Glad that Claudia and some members of the organization could be here today. And, it's just, like I said, in recognition of everything that you are and continue to be for the Nashville Predators, we're super excited for you.
Now, there are no jackets involved in
No
this.
jackets.
Okay.
No.
Just want to make sure. No.
We might
gold
move toward jackets.
Or do you want me to wear my other gold jacket?
You could absolutely wear the gold jacket.
Okay.
You should.
Will do.
So Pete has no time limit. And they're like, 1 year Joe Biddle gave his speech in the Hall of Fame. They said, you got 2 minutes. And Joe Biddle said, I'm talking for 30. So, Pete, you get 30 minutes, buddy.
My favorite was at the U.S. Hockey Hall of Fame inductions that were done here several years ago. Paul Stewart, longtime NHL ref, was told 5 minutes. My stopwatch ran out at 32. He was still going, and he finished by singing a song.
Oh, wow.
Oh, that's awesome.
Ah, Pete, you got to do
Don't
that
worry
now.
about Don't worry about me doing that. Unless it is Crispy joining me and doing what we once did on the stage of the Ryman. We sang "Where Oh Where Are You Tonight" from
right.
Hee Haw.
Yes.
That's right.
That's pretty good.
We could get a reenactment of that.
Okay.
I think that people would love to see it.
So
Be happy to.
who all have you announced so far
Yes.
for this?
Oh,
this
wow.
class?
It's really coming together. Just on Saturday, we announced Kermit Davis,
Nice.
longtime basketball coach at MTSU. We've announced several folks representing University of Tennessee and Antone Davis, Charles McCray, and the late Reggie Cobb. We've announced Monica Abbott, Matt Cain, who grew up in Germantown and spent a lot of years pitching for the San Francisco Giants.
Yes.
David Price.
Nice.
We're excited that David Price is part of this class. We actually had Coach Corbin break the news to him a couple weeks ago. So it's a great class, top to bottom. We're really excited about them all.
Can you get David Price's father to agree to barbecue outside the ceremony?
I think
Because
Bonnie
he's
might be down
incredible.
with that. I think he might.
He's incredible.
He really is. But it's this state, the thing, I've done this job now. This is our 7th class that I will have announced. And the thing that I keep kind of just being blown away by is just the amount of talent and the level of people that are involved who have graced this state in some way, shape, or fashion. And so every year when we get the chance to kind of roll out a class of inductees, it's always a lot of fun, and it's always good to break good news. And it's a great opportunity to get to know a lot of people better who have meant so much to the fabric of sports in our state.
Is this the fun part when you get to surprise somebody?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. It's something that we wanted to do from the beginning. I really do think that a Hall of Fame induction a lot of times is only as big a deal as you're willing to make out of it. And we think it's a huge deal to be representing your entire state in the Sports Hall of Fame. And so we want to make sure that the people who are named certainly feel that they understand that we respect everything that they've done and are really excited to continue to kind of tell their story.
Pete, you remember the day you got the call the Nashville Predators wanted you?
Yes, I do, but I have been pursuing them.
Uh-oh.
So in '97, I was at our home in Kenmore, New York, reading that great Prodigy Sports News service. And it said the NHL has decided to provisionally award 4 expansion franchises: Nashville, Atlanta, Minneapolis, St. Paul, and Columbus, Ohio. So I hollered downstairs to Claudia and I said, her parents living in Knoxville at the time, I said, how much easier would our holidays be if we were in Nashville? It beats the 11-hour drive, right? And much easier. So I found the founding owner, Craig Leopold, at his Rain Fair headquarters in Racine, Wisconsin, and FedExed my stuff to him the very next day.
Wow.
And just kept following up for a year. And then in August, training camp opened September 12th. In mid-August, I'm sorry I don't remember that specific date, but I got a fax for me to sign something to come on down to Tennessee.
Did you know Terry Crisp at the time?
I knew him. He did not know me. He did not recall all those incredibly insightful interviews I had done with him when he was coach of the Flames and coach of the Lightning. He just didn't recall those, but we fit together like
Now you're best friends.
like OJ's hand did not fit in that glove.
Oh, Lord.
So again, congratulations, Pete Weber, Tennessee Sports Hall of Fame class of 2026. Joining. All right. So how many Halls of Fame are you in?
This
Golden
one,
Hall.
the Golden Hall, the Buffalo Broadcasters, and the Buffalo Baseball.
So you got 4.
Yep.
That's pretty impressive.
It is impressive, but this is very impressive to me.
Well,
Brad,
congratulations.
give us the Hall of Fame. How's it going? How are things?
It's exciting. It's a fun time for us. We're working on building out a new museum at the new Nissan Stadium across the river, and so we're really excited about what that's going to be. Early spring next year, and I should mention that our induction banquet celebrating Pete and this entire class is Saturday, July 11th. So we are looking forward to a great night here at the Omni. The Omni's been such a fabulous partner for us for so many years. So it's fitting that we're here today to tell Pete, and we'll just be upstairs in the Broadway ballroom here in a few months.
Yeah, I hope you don't have plans that night.
Yeah, that's true. We hope you're free.
Well, I'll tell you later.
Claudia will get that worked out for sure. We'll have more. We're going to actually do an interview now. If
Interview.
that's okay. Yeah,
Yes, it is.
We'll stick
After
around.
This Is Your Life.
That's right.
We'll have more with Hall of Famer Pete Weber coming up next. Chasing Big Joe from the Omni 102.5 The Game. Big Joe, 102.5 The Game, here on this Thursday, live at the Omni Nashville Hotel at Kitchen Notes. Max Hers is here. Claudia
Right.
Weber. Sean Fort from our staff. We are celebrating Pete Weber, the new Tennessee Sports Hall of Famer. that
And
joins
Max
us now.
is waving to the camera.
Max is looking good, too. He's
Yes,
all
he is.
suited up.
Max, grab the mic for a second, buddy.
Yeah, grab
Sit
this
down,
mic.
pal.
Hi.
Hello, Max. You look very nice. Very
He is
dapper.
he is ready for 6 o'clock tonight.
Pete only goes into the Hall of Fame once.
Yeah,
But he
that's
goes into
right.
many Hall of Fames once each time.
Yeah.
I mean, look, I think we all know this goes without saying, but what he's meant to you, Max, is someone that's, entered the broadcasting world and now on the Predators broadcast team. I mean, you two have been attached at the hip for the last 2 or 3 years.
Yeah, I'm one of many who loves this guy, so I don't have any plans to cancel on July 11th, but I'm going to pretend that I canceled to get there and be there.
All right.
Yeah. I mean, what's it been like working with him, Pete?
It's been a lot of fun. Number one, to see someone so eager to learn and to get after this as hard as he does. That's been a tribute, I think, to the profession and to the fact that I think he is going to be a long-term guy. So my first hockey broadcast was 52 years ago. So I think that in the year 2078, there will be young Max, not grade or anything, as I have been for about 30 years. And that's going to be what we're going to have to look forward to.
Well, it's funny. I don't know if people know the story, but we were all navigating the COVID waters and I forgot where you all were.
Arizona.
We had gone from Montreal to Toronto.
Okay.
We're waiting in our hotel in Toronto when we had Sportsnet on and found out about the NBA disruption to the schedule. And we knew there's no question this is coming up next. So the Preds were supposed to go from a game in Toronto, which they did not play, and then on to Columbus for a game where the Ohio governor was not going to allow fans in the stands.
Yep. And then you end up coming back here.
Yeah. So we're down in the hotel lobby, and Ryan Johansson is going, nobody in the stands. We're going to be able to hear everything you say up there. Like I said, guess what, Ryan? I'm going to be able to hear everything you guys say down there, too.
So we get through all that. Everything resumes, and I can't remember. This is all blown by. I think was it 21, 22? What you're on the road and you get COVID, right? Wasn't that
I
the
got
whole
COVID
point?
in Arizona, the last game of a road trip, and I'm going, oh my God.
So I get a call from Bill Wickett,
Yeah.
asking, or like, hey, here's what's going on. Pete can't do the game. We're going to get him back, and he's fine. Like everything's good, but all the protocols
And
are in place.
my symptoms were a very mild cold.
Yeah. And so he's like, well, we'll simulcast. And I go, you need to talk to Max. And he goes, who the hell is Max? Basically. And
So that's a great bumper sticker.
Who the hell is Max?
I was like, you need to talk to Max Hers. And he, of course, said, well, has he ever done hockey? And I'm going to be honest now. I don't think it matters. I didn't know. I said yes, but I was pretty sure
Yes,
he
sir.
had at this point.
That's like how Bob Costas got the job.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And basically I'm thinking like, okay, I've heard Max do baseball and football and basketball. And I think we had done a game together at that point. I'm like, he's got this, he'll be fine. And then that first game happens and Hal Gill walks into to the MGM lounge.
Yes.
And looks at me and goes, so he's done what, 100 games? I was like, no.
At least.
Yeah. I mean,
Of various sports.
but like that was after the first game. Like
Yeah.
he was so impressed, and then the rest, as they say, is history.
That's
And,
right.
you have some surgery and stuff, so he fills in, and now he's a part of the team. So it's worked out.
But I knew that Max had something scheduled for that night when I came back from the surgery 2 days later. After brain surgery, I did the game against the Buffalo Sabres. And I knew that he had something going that night, so I figured I better be able to slide my butt back in that chair.
I remember that, and I was like, "Wait, Pete's doing the game? What?"
Yep.
So here we go. You're surprised, and we're glad you're surprised.
Surprised, shocked, and very, very happy.
Now let's talk hockey. How about that?
Okay.
Back at it tonight. I was in the room earlier. They had some guys participate in morning skate. Obviously, you got to get some guys acclimated. Eric Hollis said he's been back here for a day
Right.
after winning the bronze. And Andrew Burnett said that he and UC Saros are game time decisions
Yes.
tonight. But this team now has an opportunity to get themselves squarely into a playoff spot. And one thing that Andrew Burnett said was he wants urgency in the first 5 to 10 minutes.
And I believe it was the phrase he used was controlled urgency.
Yes.
That's what he wants to see from the team tonight. So in other words, a better start to the games than has become, unfortunately, the Predators' plight much of this season.
Got to come out swinging.
Yes.
I mean, because Chicago is in the same boat. I mean, they're a young team that's
Right.
trying to, they build around Bedard, and obviously they have
Who's rested? He didn't go to the Olympics.
Yeah,
They had
yeah.
Teravainen, the only player
Yeah.
in the Olympic Games.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Well, I was going to say, you've seen this team. When they're good, they're really, really good, aren't they? And that's the
Yes.
frustrating part.
Ask the Colorado Avalanche and the tests that they had against the Predators this season. That comeback against them now seems like eons ago, but it wasn't that long ago. And what they did against what is without question the best team in the league this year.
Pete Weber, the voice of the Predators, is with us. So if Saros can't go tonight, I think we've seen Justus Annunen play very well as of late. And you know how sometimes you'll have players maybe play differently in front of the backup.
Yeah.
That hasn't been the case with this team.
No, and you know what his record is, Annunen, against the Blackhawks?
Is it good?
3-0,
Oh, no.
a goals against of 0.67.
Well, then I'd pitch him tonight. Like, you're good to
Pretty
go.
good.
yeah.
I mean, that's the nice thing for
And
the
he's
coaching
rested.
staff to have. And he's rested.
He's rested,
That's
right.
the other thing, too. I asked Andrew Brunette this morning, I'll get your thoughts, too, of every team is in the same boat. They've all been off. They've all had, some guys went, but everybody's been here. Do you have to have that conversation of let's not use that excuse of, oh, we're all in the same boat. We've all had to deal with the same thing because, again, controlled urgency, that's what he's looking for.
That's what he's looking for, and I think that's a fair request from the head coach for all of this. This is going to be, I think, a lot of fun. And yes, it's going to be a combination sprint and marathon, 25
Yeah.
games in 50 days.
Yeah, absolutely. Pre-game tonight with Max Hurst starting at 6:00.
Max is ready already. You want to start it now?
Yeah, go ahead. We'll take
Yeah.
the rest of the day off.
Right.
And then you and Jay Moore will have the call tonight.
Yes,
Before we
sir.
let you go, you've worked with several different analysts, in Nashville.
Yep.
Obviously, Crispy being the most games I would say that you two have had
Without
together.
question.
But I know they've all meant something special to you.
Oh, yeah. And I got to tell you, the best was, I thought, the last-minute substitution when Crispy all of a sudden got hit by a kidney stone attack in the day of a morning skate. And that night, we took a scratched Predators player. Do you remember Jeremy Stevenson?
Yeah.
Hard banging forward. When he came on the air with me that night, and it was a simulcast, so his eyes were as big as Ricky Ricardo's when he welcomed the audience into the show that evening. And for those of you who don't recall, that's the I Love Lucy days.
Yeah.
Ricky Ricardo and Jeremy Stevenson, he was having a difficult time just plain speaking. So, and I was trying to do everything I could to get him to relax. And I think by the third period, he was relaxed.
Did you play the soccer kick audio for him?
It
That
hadn't
could have
happened yet.
Oh, okay. It was before that.
Yeah.
Was there a hand on the dump button?
Oh, yeah.
Right.
Now, the funny thing, you talk about working with the various color commentators. Crispy would want to use the dump button, but he'd oftentimes hit mine rather than his. And so what things got on the air. We were in Tampa one night back when the Lightning were just horrendous, and they had 3 straight 50-loss seasons. And we were in the last commercial break of the third period, and I said, Terry, you know what I'd do if I own this Lightning team? He goes, what's that, Bubba? And I go, I'd buy everybody who's still here a beer. And then I heard this outrageous applause. And it turned out our broadcast was being sent to their suites at Amalie Arena. So they were all enthused about my prospective owning of the Lightning because they'd get a free beer out of it.
Oh, I love it. What was the first paycheck you got for being a broadcaster? Do you remember?
Yeah, it would have been 1973, working for my hometown radio station in Galesburg, Illinois. I think I cleared $89 for 2 weeks.
Well done there.
Yeah.
$90 for those
Yep.
2 weeks.
And living at home, right?
Living
So
at
that
home.
was that was as the Marcel Dion would say. That's like gravy on the cake.
That is like gravy from there. Then your first job out of your
Hometown.
parents' basement. Yes.
Yeah.
Out of there.
So it would have been doing the weekend television and Notre Dame hockey play-by-play in South Bend.
Oh, wow.
So that worked out pretty well.
It did.
It
yeah.
took care of my grad school tuition.
Were you there when the Rudy happened?
Yes, I was
Oh,
at
that's
that
cool.
game.
That's really cool.
Yep.
Very cool.
And I just found today, evidently at a Predators auction, Hal Gill bought me an autographed Rudy jersey.
Oh wow,
Oh.
Yeah.
that's really cool.
Nice.
Yep.
Pete, congratulations.
Thank you, guys.
It's well deserved. We're
Sorry to
glad-
mess up your show.
No, this was the show. We didn't play anything else today. So
That's why when you
This was it.
when you showed up early, we were Chase and I were looking at each other like, all right, we gotta because it was gonna happen at 12:30.
Yeah.
And then we don't want to keep you waiting. And so we were
Okay,
text
okay.
messaging back and forth. So we'd be really good spies
yeah,
if you need to hire a spy.
it worked.
out there.
It worked out perfectly, and we're glad everybody was here.
How did you get a hold of Max? He's rarely in touch with people.
we find him running around.
Yep.
And just grab him. Just say, hey, Max.
Just grabbed him to be here at noon, Max.
But we'll enjoy the call tonight. And
Thank you.
Hall of Famer. We appreciate it.
Thank you. Looking forward to it. And I think Brad should come over, and I'll try and see if I can find him some crispy bloopers that he might need.
I think that would be fantastic.
Absolutely.
Pete Weber, the voice of the Predators and the newest inductee into the Tennessee Sports Hall of Fame, joining us. Well, and more coming here from the Omni. Chasing Big Joe, 102.5 The Game. Chasing Big Joe, 102.5 The Game here on this Thursday, live at Kitchen Notes at the Omni Nashville Hotel. Appreciate Pete Weber. Congratulations to the Tennessee Sports Hall of Famer, Pete Weber.
Right.
We pulled it off. I don't know how we
Good
pulled it
job
off,
on
but
you,
we pulled it
Chaser.
off.
You kept that a secret for a while.
Goodbye, Max.
That was well done by you. So when Pete showed up early, we were like, okay, what are we gonna
I
do?
always have a plan B.
That's right.
You know, and we were able to pull it off. So excited about that. And I know the Preds are putting together a little video and stuff, which will be
Right.
fun to have later on. So there you go.
This is what the Preds need to really talk about right there. What's
there
on
you
the
go.
stream.
There you
Uh-huh.
go.
Look at
Autograph it. We'll sign that for you.
Yep. Look at our little boy too, smiling, so
He
happy.
looks good.
Right, he does.
So resetting the news of the day, Tavondre Sweat traded to the Jets for Jermaine Johnson. Straight up player for player. You don't see a lot of straight up player for player
That's
trades
what you
anymore.
call a Paula Abdul trade, Chase.
Straight
up.
I'm just you know what I was ready for, because you always have the humor and the jokes,
I don't know about that.
and that is I was ready for you to say Jermaine Jackson was traded to the Titans.
Well, I was gonna. There's a great song by Jermaine Stewart in the '80s called "We Don't Have to Take Our Clothes Off." It's a great song to have a good time. And I'm like, oh yeah, and I was like, wait, that's. But there was a Vanderbilt running back, I think, in the '90s named Jermaine Johnson, who ran all over Georgia and beat Georgia down in Athens in the mid '90s. But no, I like the trade. I think it's great for the Titans. I think it's fantastic. Now I'm worried that the Jets need a defensive end, and they're going to take Reuben Bain. That's what concerns me now.
yeah. Tavondre Sweat has tweeted, much love to the Tennessee Titans for the journey, the grind, and the unforgettable moments. Forever grateful for the love, the lessons, and the fans who rode every high and low with me. To New York fans, I feel that energy already. Thank you for the welcome, the passion, and the belief. New chapter, same hunger. Let's do it, baby.
Good for him. Be gracious. Don't burn a bridge. Take care of yourself.
And Jermaine Johnson has tweeted, Tennessee, let's go. Let's get to work.
LFG.
Yep.
Who was it that oh God, I should know this. The running back who left and he blocked everybody and he went off on all the media. Patriots guy. Deion Lewis.
Deion Lewis, yeah.
Blocked all the media members. Okay, thanks.
Yep. Yesterday you asked about what's going to happen with Anthony Richardson. According to Jeremy Fowler, the Colts and quarterback Anthony Richardson have mutually agreed to explore a trade, according to his agent, and so he will be traded.
What a terrible pick.
Yeah, that's a bad pick.
Absolute. And there's some people in the media here like, that's the best thing ever. He was awful.
No, there was one person in the media here that thought it was a great idea.
Awful. Absolutely awful draft choice. Awful. They're hoping to strike lightning like the Commanders did with Jaden Daniels. It didn't happen.
I thought he was not that impressive at Florida. I think the Colts made a terrible pick.
Yep.
He's not an NFL quarterback.
Not at all.
Sure, he's a fine person, but like he's not an NFL quarterback. So there
He's
you go.
not.
So yeah, this is kind of where in the combine is obviously they talk to players and all that, but it's also where the GMs talk to each other, and you see a lot of this stuff. The groundwork gets laid at the combine. So now we're starting to see news and hear news, and I have a feeling it's just the beginning.
I wonder how they sold Sweat to the Jets
I don't know.
on potential. I mean, there were times. What game was it when he had a strip sack, recovered the fumble, and almost scored a touchdown?
Yeah.
I mean, there were flashes where this guy was like, "Oh my god!" And he was great at Texas, but
Yep.
he just didn't have the
But
motor.
But like, I remember when they spent the second on him, I was like, I like him, but I don't know if I'd have spent a second round pick. I just feel like you've had too many instances, including last year, where you're gambling on a second round pick. And to me, you shouldn't do that. A second round pick should be able to help you right now.
Yep.
And,
I'm on board that your first and second round pick should start immediately.
Agreed.
Immediately. And if you get a third rounder to start to, it's even better. Fourth rounder, you get your top four pick. Well, the Titans did last year. What? So Cam, who went second? Odagio, whatever.
Oladejo.
Blah. And then Helm, DK,
Yep.
Io Manor, those guys really contributed last year.
The fourth round, I think it was awesome last year. You get three really good players in the fourth round. I texted our buddy Ryan Porth in Chicago. I said, what's the deal on Byard? Is there interest for him to come back? He said feels 50-50 at this point, but I think there's mutual interest for a return to the Bears.
That is a very classy way of saying, I don't know.
Yeah, pretty much.
And you should have phrased the question like Jerry Seinfeld. What's the deal with Kevin Byard? And then you might have got a better response from your friend up there in Chicago.
Yeah, potentially.
But if I'm Byard, I mean, if the money's equal, I'm staying in Chicago.
Yeah, I mean, you got a better chance to win now as an older player. Obviously, you fit that defense, but you know, and usually I'm one of those, like, I hear Titans fans go, bring this guy back, bring that guy back, and I'm like, you moved on for a reason. Like, we had great times, but move on. I actually think he could help if he came back. Like, that's a position of need.
I like that, but be up to him and see what happens. And Saleh knows. I mean, that's the defensive side of the ball. He knows what would work, what's not going to work. I like it a lot.
615-737-1025 is our phone and text line, driven by WilsonCountyHyundai.com. So those news items of Colts and Richardson agreeing on to find a trade somewhere, Johnson to the Titans. Also, Tennessee, former Tennessee cornerback McCoy said, and top prospect said his knee's fully healthy as well when he did his media availability today. So he's projected to be an early first round.
He's going to go through 1,000 MRIs. Remember
Yeah.
the last game he played?
No.
Ohio State.
Oh,
He
that
hasn't
long.
played in a calendar year.
Yeah.
Now, he was good before the injury, but they're going to put him through the ringer, man, and check that knee every which way to Sunday to make sure he's okay. He's a hell of a talent, but do you want a guy who hadn't played in a year? I don't know.
No.
Right? I mean, that's the problem with all this.
Look, I like him. I think he's a good player. The Titans cannot afford to gamble with a first or a second pick on an injured player.
Right. It's funny about the Ruben Bain thing. Remember when all this started a month ago, the mock drafts? He was 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th. And everybody, the short arms, you got short arms. And now, you know, he's anywhere from 2, 3, 4, 5 in the draft getting picked out. So these mock drafts are a complete and utter waste of time from national writers. Waste of time. When you see somebody's got a mock draft, I'm moving on.
Well, but here's the thing, though. I like looking at them and bringing them up to kind of see where they're thinking so we can tell them how stupid they are.
Yeah, that's the mock in the mock draft.
Right. Yeah.
Like you like to wear mock turtlenecks, and I make fun of you because it's a mock turtleneck. And you said, hey, that's the design of the turtleneck. And I said, you can just go on your own way, punk.
And then you fight.
And then we make up. I mean, that's a daily routine that we have. You treat me like Lamont Sanford. You big dummy.
We'll have more on this coming up next. Chasing Big Joe live today from the Omni Nashville Hotel at Kitchen Notes here on 102.5 The Game. Chasing Big Joe, 102.5 The Game, hour number 2, live from the Omni Nashville Hotel here at Barline, or not at Barlines, at Kitchen Notes.
Kitchen Notes, pal.
Today, and appreciate them for having us. If you missed it earlier, we got to surprise Pete Weber with his induction into the Tennessee Sports Hall of Fame, so that was a lot of fun. And yeah, we're just
really cool.
We're chilling out.
By the way, I'm looking at this. I think Tennessee, because the tournaments all start next month, the state of Tennessee might have 6 teams in the tournament.
Really? Tennessee, Vanderbilt.
Because remember, they all have different conferences now, like
Yeah.
Austin Peay's in Atlantic Sun,
you're
Belmont,
right.
Missouri Valley, TSU is in the OVC, Vandy and Tennessee are getting in. And I'm trying to look at the number
Belmont's
16.
probably getting in. Did you say Belmont already?
Yeah, yep. So I'm looking at, is it Memphis? They're getting in? Or
uh,
Chattanooga?
I don't think so.
Or ETSU?
I don't think Memphis.
TSU's got a shot. I mean, that
Yeah.
coach has done a great job over there. Let's see where the Mocs are. The Chattanooga Mocs.
Not mock draft.
Not
The Mocs.
right. MOCS, Chaser. Not MOCK. Shut up. Let's see here. ETSU was 13-4 in conference. They got a 2-game lead over Wofford in the Southern Conference standings. By the way, Tennessee Tech jumps into that conference next year. Chattanooga's 6-10 in conference. They won the NIT last year, by the way. But ETSU looks like they win the tournament. I mean, they're number 1 team in the SoCon. So that's another one right there. And Memphis is not doing good this year.
They've struggled. I haven't
Haven't we
kept up
all
with
in
them
life?
a ton, but I think they've struggled.
They are in the American, right? American Athletic Conference.
Yes.
So that'd be pretty good. 6 teams from the state in the NCAA basketball tournament. Do they expand it to a billion teams? Let's see here. Where's Memphis, man? Memphis Tigers. Name me a great Memphis Tiger basketball player.
Penny Hardaway.
Attaboy.
The coach.
They are. Memphis is 12-15 overall, so they're not get in. South Florida, Tulsa, and Wichita State are leading the American Athletic Conference now. So good. Casey Alexander, Belmont won last night, beat Evansville. They're rolling. One of the mock tournament brackets has Vanderbilt at a 5 taking on Belmont at a 12.
Wow. That'd be kind of fun.
Right, the old 5-12 matchup.
Yeah. That's been an interesting one on the bingo card.
That would be throughout the years. So that'd be really cool, something to look at. Let's hope Belmont can roll through the Missouri Valley and win that, because the mid-majors, man, it's tough for them to get in, not if they don't win the conference tournament. But that's what you want to do. You want to get yourself in the tournament and see what can happen.
615-737-1025 is our phone and text line, driven by WilsonCountyHyundai.com. Talking about Kevin Byard earlier, 3457 asked when he traded midseason. Yes, he was traded to the Eagles and then became a free agent, or was cut, I think, and then signed with the Bears, and has been with the Bears the last 2 years.
Yeah, I think it was the same weekend that Vrabel gave his speech in New England, like October 22nd, 23rd of 2020. I don't know why I remember that, but yeah, and then he was gone. But there was talk of moving Byard like back in the March and April.
Yeah.
I'm like, why him?
Yeah, because Rand Carthon didn't know what he was doing as a GM.
He doesn't know what he's doing as an announcer.
He's fine for that, I guess. I don't know. But, I like the guy. He's a nice guy. He was not a good GM.
Yeah, he's a nice guy. Like Zelensky. Yeah, he's a nice guy.
Mike in Las Casas says, at the 4th pick, you're shopping for a Lamborghini. Don't settle for one with a dent. It should be cattle auction standards. Perfect in all physical traits. A bull with short legs can't do his job. I'm not sure about short arms.
I haven't seen Landman. Is that a Landman reference?
I don't know, but that was good.
About cattle
like
and all that stuff, yeah.
I like that.
But he's right. Give me a Lamborghini at 4, and Ruben Bain is a Lamborghini. Now I'm convinced myself he's going at 2 to the Jets. So, but you know what? You got Jeremiah Johnson to come here.
I have to read this text because it's directed to you.
Oh, yeah.
Sonny on our text line said, Joe, although brief, it was great to meet you last night. I was going to come back and talk, but was told you went to move your car and didn't come back. I'm guessing you moved it to your house.
Thank you, Sonny. Nice meeting you as well. Yeah, I was worried about getting towed last night. And
Oh, that's funny.
Oh, I'd sent you a text right
did.
after that.
You did. I'll just say it because you've done it to me a few times. You are the master at the Irish goodbye.
Thank you, buddy. That's just easier, man. I'm gone. Nobody cares about me, right? I mean, don't make it big. As I tell people, man, you don't have to. It's not an airport. You don't have to announce your departure. Just
Yeah.
leave.
Yeah.
The best one though, I left a party one time in Watertown. Our good friend Brian Wilson, who's on another station in town. I snuck out of his party early. I went out a back door and around the fence. Who's out there? Brian Wilson. He said, "What are you up to?" I'm like, "Oh, I'm just coming out to check my cars." All right, I'll see you back inside. And I just left. I'm like, "Oh, man." So I got out of there. I'm good about 15, 20 minutes. That's what she said. And then I'm out of the door and I'm on my way. Irish goodbyes are the best.
Sometimes you need them.
Thank you, Sonny. Though it's good meeting you too, buddy.
Yeah, that was a great text. It was pretty funny.
Did I move my car to my house? Oh my goodness.
Okay, I'm going to see if you feel the same way I do. I am like much more excited about this offseason than I have been in a long time because I'm seeing them do the right things. Now, the right things have to pan out. Like Salah's got to pan out. Dayball's got to pan out. Cam's got to pan out. Like it's all got to work. But the moves they've made this offseason, and even going back to finally saying, hey, Borgonzi's going to have full roster control and the coaches and he's going to be the GM. I'm like, I feel a lot better about things.
Yeah. Somebody had said that same questions. Like 2019 is the last time I felt good because you had a good draft. Yeah. But they messed up. They said, I was excited about, Tannehill. I'm like, remember, Tannehill didn't start.
Yeah, you're right.
It was all he was brought in because
really the next year was
yes,
you felt because
good
because it was kind of like
I saw what he could do.
Yeah, and it was like 99, 2000. Like you go into the 2000 year and like this is a better team.
Yeah,
you got the only thing you were missing. Well, or Art was still there, so you had Art.
Yep.
And, so I mean, you were getting the coaches and stuff back.
I'm still convinced that when Vrabel and this is going back to when the Patriots came here to practice versus the Titans in the 2-a-day camp and all that stuff, the controlled scrimmages, and watching just Brady throw the football and Mariota couldn't throw a football 5 yards hitting the ground. I'll never forget Robinson and Vrabel sitting together watching Brady dissect the Titans that day. And I'm thinking to myself, man, they want a quarterback who throws the ball. In the back of my mind, I'm thinking only a matter of time before Tannehill takes over. I'm telling you, Justin Beasley had this discussion at camp. And then after that Denver game at Denver, when Mariota was god-awful, it was one of the worst performances from a quarterback I've ever seen. Tannehill got the driver's seat the next game, didn't look back.
Yeah, and look, the whole offense was different. I mean, and I remember that game, watching that game against Denver, and it was just like I knew at that point. It's like but you wanted him to be successful because everybody loved Marcus.
Yeah, he was
a nice guy.
He threw the screen pass to Derrick Henry. Remember that?
Yeah.
And he overthrew, and I think Art Smith caught it on the sideline. I was like, oh, God. It was terrible.
Yeah.
And then they had to do something right there, and that was their safety valve at Tannehill. And people could bang on Tannehill all they want about the performance of the Bengals. The second greatest quarterback since 1997.
Yep.
Since the team moved to town.
Yep.
Number 2. Nobody's even close.
Nope.
McNair and Tannehill.
Yep. And then maybe Kerry Collins. And see, there's the problem. That's the problem. When you talk about since the team has been here since 1997, when somebody's like, name the 3 best quarterbacks in the Titans era, McNair, no doubt. And then you're saying Ryan Tannehill and Kerry Collins. That's what's wrong with the answer.
Right.
Like, it's not Mariota. It's not Vince Young. It's not Jake Locker. We don't know about Cam Ward yet.
God, they had so. I mean,
it's not. Okay, so they've drafted 3 quarterbacks in the first round since they've been here. Is that right?
Vince, Mariota, Cam Ward.
And Locker. So 4.
Locker.
Yeah, so 4. I mean.
So 06, 11, 15, 25.
Yep.
That's what you get when you get a good veteran quarterback. You don't have to waste a pick on that.
Yep.
And the time goes. That's a really good. I mean, you look at the quarterbacks of Hasselback, Locker, Whitehurst, Mettenberger. Who was the guy? Blaine Gabbert, Matt Castle. I mean, you've had just a revolving door of quarterbacks coming through here.
8836 says we've not even touched free agency or the draft. A little early to be calling it our most exciting preseason. I'm not calling it that necessarily. I'm just saying I feel like I feel better going into this than I have. Like I'm excited. I'm excited to see what they do.
Well, the anticipation's better.
Yeah, anticipation. So
I mean, you look at what they've done. I mean, he's come in. He's what we're going to do. You hired the best OC out there, Brian Dable, who wants to work with Cam. And you feel happy about what the receivers did last year and Gunnar Helm. There's a little bit of positivity there. Now today's news of getting Sweat gone and bringing Jermaine Johnson in, where he drafted for the options. I mean, there's a lot of good things to feel good about. I tell you, when it's good, we're going to tell you how good it is. When it's bad, we'll tell you how bad we think it is. But right now, I think they've gotten on the right path with the right guy to lead this team down the tracks.
Free agency starts 2 weeks from today.
Mhm.
So the legal tampering period starts 2 weeks from Tuesday.
Right.
The draft is still a few months away. Combine going on right now. How do you feel as a Titans fan? Do you have more anticipation and excitement than you have in years past? Are you, nope, I got to wait and see? Where are you? 615-737-1025. Chase and Big Joe, presented by the Omni, live at the Omni, 1025 The Game. Chasing Big Joe, 102.5 The Game here on this Thursday at the Omni Nashville Hotel.
Did you lose track of what day it was?
I always do. I don't know why.
Today's Tuesday, buddy.
It's Thursday.
What?
I know. Isn't that crazy?
It is.
Appreciate everybody for listening and playing along. We know, and we appreciate it.
Fun show. We had to introduce part of Pete Weber getting inducted into the Tennessee Sports Hall of Fame earlier today. So see all the video on theGameNashville.com. Really cool to be part of that. A very, 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 very small part of that. You know, you think about Pete and Terry. I mean, they are so valuable to our city. I didn't know anything about hockey. And so to have those guys, have Pete being a part of that, I mean, they're like family. I mean, since 1998, called that first game in October of 98. So it's really cool to see Pete go in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, and it was fun. Like you said, a small part, but it was certainly fun to be a part of that and to help pull that off.
Hey, our question of the day is, we'll get it real quick. 615-737-1025 with Tennessee shipping T'Vondre Sweat to New York. What else would you like to ship out of Nashville to New York? In return, the Titans got Jermaine Johnson, a really good pass rusher. He's coming off a little injury, though, but that's okay. No, he wasn't injured 2 years ago, right?
Who?
Jermaine Johnson.
Yeah, 2 years ago.
At
Yeah.
24.
Yeah, sorry.
So I love it. I love what the Titans are doing. And you asked a question for the break. It's like, are you excited about this? I am. And I'm not a huge Titans fan. I just want them to do well for once. I like covering good football teams. And I think they're making every day, they're slowly getting better, man. And I credit all that to Borgonzi and Robert Saleh.
Brian says, I'm with you on this offseason. It's so refreshing to hear some truth and direction instead of the old staff going on about checking every box. And before someone says, I know the staff hasn't played a game yet.
Yeah.
We know that too.
Yep.
I mean, look, they got to go out there and actually do it. But they're making the right moves at this time, which is what they need to.
It is.
1993 says, same every year. You could play your comments from last year. Same, excited, cautiously optimistic, etc.
Nope.
Then we get nothing. We shall see.
We knew last year. It's like, this team is still bad. We do our predictions in August, which nobody cares about, not even us. What did you say? 4? I think I said 4.
I think I said 5.
I think I said 4. I think Jake Lyman said 3.
Yeah.
So we were all, I think Willie said 5. We were all in the same neighborhood. So there was no anticipation last year. It was like, oh, God, another year of this. And now you're going to draft a rookie quarterback. So now he's got a year under the fire. You got some good receivers that are out there. You got all this money to spend. You got some pieces in place now. I think it's a really good time to be a Titans fan.
8836 says, unchanged. Titans have lost me. Lifer season ticket holder. Did not renew season tickets. Need to see some real progress on the field before I start efforting to get me and my family down to that construction war zone.
Fair?
Fair.
I will not argue with
fair.
that. Construction war zone.
Tommy says, I think that was dumb of the Titans. Sweat was Simmons' help. Johnson was initially our pick. We traded back and I believe got McCreary, which we no longer have. I don't think the Titans got better today. Not to mention Sweat is younger and cheaper with more upside. Here's the thing, Tommy. They're going from a 3-4 defense to a 4-3 defense. Sweat at the nose tackle really doesn't fit the 3-4.
Correct.
Or the 4-3.
Correct. And there are all the questions about whether or not is he going to be in shape. I don't want that question. I want the guy that when you come to camp, be in shape, be ready to go. And you said it good yesterday. If Robert Saleh's got to motivate you every game, you shouldn't be in the National Football League at all. Jeffrey Simmons does not need to be motivated. That's the difference between him and Sweat. Sweat did. Simmons does not.
Yeah. And look, Johnson's 27, just turned 27, but that doesn't bother me. I mean, that to me is kind of like prime stuff. And if you can get a guy in here that he's on a 1-year prove-it deal, essentially, you're paying him $12.5 million. Okay. So, he comes in here motivated, back with his coach, back with his position coach. I'm good with it. Because you had to motivate Sweat.
Just don't be a Cameron Wembley.
Joey from Bellevue, ship Sneed to New York for some authentic New York-style pizza.
All aboard for that one. Absolutely for that.
0862, I haven't heard Charlie Brown's mom talk in a while. That is very refreshing.
Who is that?
I don't know. I'm just reading it.
But you read it with confidence, though. I like that.
I did. I was hoping you'd kind of know what. what that meant.
Wah, 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 wah.
Yeah, I mean that's basically what they've said. I get what he's saying now.
Okay. All right.
Because they've basically been like
Is that how they said that?
something like that.
There's a dude walking down the street carrying a giant chalkboard. I'm like, where the hell is he going? And why is he carrying a giant chalkboard?
Go ask him.
I don't know. He's going the other way.
You know, it'd be fun. We need to talk to Todd and see if he'd let us do this. But if we could set like a speaker outside the glass here and just mess with people,
be great. hey, watch out. Or let us sit out there one day, man.
Yeah, just
During
do the show from
summertime.
the sidewalk.
Yeah. I still want us to do the show, me, you, and Dr. Crane on a pedal tavern
Oh, that'd be awesome.
around town.
That'd be
Because
great.
with the Wi-Fi now, we can
Yeah,
figure
we could
this
do it.
out.
We could do
right?
it.
I'm not peddling. I'll tell you that right now. And we have like 4 listeners go with us. You have the listeners. If you get selected, you have to pedal
Yeah, that's the plan.
because I'm not.
2438 in response to our question of the day says, I was waiting for this one. Ship all the Californians and New Yorkers back so we can have lower home prices and get better traffic.
It's not happening.
Nope.
That traffic is not going anywhere for a long time.
Yeah, that's our fault, but that's okay.
That ain't my fault.
Well, it's
The mayor's office kicked the can on this for 25 years.
well, that's what I mean. Like our fault, like the city. You know, the
don't you
people.
dare lump me into that.
Sorry.
I'm telling you, if Southwest
Rayon City has great traffic.
Rayon City has no traffic.
Yeah.
We prefer to keep all you hippies out of there.
Well,
right?
Mike Organ plays the traffic guard sometimes.
He does.
He volunteers.
He needs to put his shirt back on.
Yeah.
Listen, if Southwest Airlines started a flight between B&A and Murfreesboro, it'd be sold out. You can sit in traffic for an hour and a half, hour
You're
45
right.
minutes. If Southwest would do a
$500 flight.
you're there in no time. It's quicker to take a flight from Nashville to Murfreesboro than sit in that traffic. God, I understand. All you on the 24, we love you. God bless you. Your patience. Some radio programmers will say, we love traffic jams because you're stuck.
right.
I'm like, no. We love you guys, but we also want you to get home safe and sound and out of traffic because we're stuck in that same traffic you are every single day.
I'm with you. I used to be of the like, hey, I'll get a helicopter and just, but now I'm kind of a little not so sure on helicopters.
I'm not getting a helicopter.
Yeah.
Your big ass and mine in a helicopter.
Yeah, right, exactly.
I'm
That's
not
why
doing
I'm
that.
not so sure on
I watch the old Batman.
it.
Him and Robin had a helicopter. I'm not doing that, and I'm not doing a little prop jet
Yeah.
with 2 propellers. No,
no.
I'm not doing that. If I get on a plane and the pilot can reach out and touch me, I'm not on that plane. Right? I'm not getting on that plane.
There was a Ron White joke that he was talking about a plane thing, and he was on like a little tiny plane, and he said the pilot came over the loudspeaker, which was kind of dumb because he could have just turned around and go, "Hey, we're gonna have to turn around and go back."
Right. That's exactly what I'm talking about. I'm not getting on that plane.
615-737-1025. We'll have more coming next at the Omni. Chasing Big Joe, 1025 The Game. Chasing Big Joe, 102.5 The Game on this Thursday at Kitchen Notes at the Omni Nashville Hotel. Our question of the day is in honor of Tavondre Sweat being traded to New York. What else can Nashville trade to New York? Wrong answers only? Is
Yeah,
that
wrong
kind of
answers only, man. I don't know. Pedal taverns, that's a given for anything you talk about. Get rid of them.
Potholes.
Potholes.
Potholes. Although they're not as bad as they have been in the past. So maybe that's a good sign. I don't know. There's still some bad. If there's a bad pothole around town, let us know. I know where a couple potheads are, but that's different. You okay over there?
No, I had to think on that one.
You
for
got
a
a
second.
glorious meal that was delivered to you at the same time the Pete Weber induction. So sorry.
Yeah, no, I've been.
What is that?
I have.
Chicken and pasta?
Yeah.
Looks
Yeah, it's been pretty good.
Yeah.
There is a report that NBC will be moving on from Tony Dungy in the coming weeks.
Oh, okay.
Interesting.
Wonder why. I bet you I know why. We'll just move on from that topic.
Okay. All right. Well,
You got any more lists for me today? I like
no
them.
lists today.
What do you do with your prep time?
Well, usually I find lists, but you made fun of me yesterday.
Right? I like lists.
I can find one for you. Give me a second.
Okay. I like give me some lists, man.
How about this? The 2026
Yes.
NFL Combine, top draft prospects and workout predictions.
All right.
This should be great.
Go, man.
This is Kuiper, Field Yates, Jordan Reed, Matt Miller, and Kalen Collar. Which prospect is going to dominate his combine workout?
Reuben Bay.
Reuben Bain is not listed. You have Kenyon Sadiq from Oregon, the tight end. Sonny Styles, a linebacker from Ohio State. Caden Proctor, offensive tackle from Alabama. And Monroe Freeland, offensive tackle from Georgia.
Who? All right, I got one for you. The fastest 40 times ever recorded at the combine since 1999.
Okay. By the way, which prospect has the most writing on his workout? Kuiper says Reuben Bain.
Okay, I disagree with that. That's okay though. Just put on his game tape.
Okay, so fastest 40 times.
Coming in at number 5, this guy ran a 4.24 in 1999 from Eastern Kentucky University, Rondell Menendez.
Don't remember him.
Exactly. Tied with him at a 4.24, the fastest. This is not the fastest, but tied at 4th, the fastest 40 time. A young man out of East Carolina University.
Chris Johnson.
2008. Coming in at 4.23, a young man out of Baylor that I've never heard of, Kalen Barnes.
Yep, don't know who that is.
This guy came in number 2. We made fun of him because Chris Sanders and I talked about this guy a lot. He ran a 4.22 for the University of Washington. John Ross. Remember who took him?
Bengals?
The Bengals.
Yep.
He didn't last long. You know why? Because you ain't running a straight line in the
No.
NFL. Very rarely. And the fastest 40 times since electronic timing was introduced in 1999, Xavier Worthy out of Texas ran a 4.21.
Okay.
So really one guy, Worthy's he's still got time, but just shows you the fast is not guaranteed that you're going to do anything. So Rondell Menendez, Chris Johnson, Kalen Barnes, John Ross, Xavier Worthy, the fastest 40 times at the combine.
Chris Johnson's one of those. I wish they had gotten a couple more years out of him here.
You know what happened.
Yeah, he got paid.
The 2010 season and the 2011 season are night and day for Chris Johnson
Uh-huh.
because he got paid in the summer of 2011 and he shut down. I will argue you
No,
till I'm blue, not
arguing.
you, but whoever, till I'm blue in the face.
Yep.
That he shut it down.
It's like, I'm good.
Yeah, good. He got paid. That's fine. But he was not the same player after that. Not at all. Not even close.
and then went to the Jets, went to the Cardinals. He did. I feel like he did okay with the Card. I mean, like not like he could have, but with the Cardinals, he was decent, and then he was done.
And so that's a combine where I had never heard of Chris Johnson before the combine.
Yeah, the first year with the Cardinals, he had 814 yards.
What year was that? 2015.
2015. And then 2016, he had 95 yards in 4 games. 2017, 114 yards in 4 games.
He told me, we did an interview with him. He told me, this is right, 2018 or 19, whenever he retired, that he asked the Titans to come back. He wanted to back up Derrick Henry. And Mike Vrabel said, we're good.
Yeah.
That's what Chris Johnson told me. He said, we're good. Said he didn't want to come back there. So that was the part of that. But Chris Johnson,
that would have been interesting.
Yeah, but he's not that. I mean, he's a guy that needs to have the ball a lot. And that's the thing, is that Johnson went to the combine, didn't hear about him, ran that, and like, oh, okay. And then Titans never mentioned it. And all of a sudden, during the draft 2008, they took Chris Johnson. I remember Corey Curtis and I had to call Greenville, North Carolina TV station to get us tape on Chris Johnson.
Yeah.
And they gave us, I guess he was in the Aloha Bowl or the Hawaii Bowl. We ran all over them.
Yeah.
And then he got here, and you're like, holy cow.
He's
Remember that
fast.
Texans game that left him wide open?
Yep.
And Kerry Collins get the snap and just flipped it over there to him real quick, and he was down the field. And 2 Texans players had an angle on him, and he just left him in the dust.
Well, because he had that 2009, he had 408 touches and 2,509 yards from scrimmage total. Receiving, that was the 2006 year. He rushed for that. He had 503 receiving yards.
At East Carolina?
No, here with the
2006, he was in college.
2000, no, the 2006 year where he rushed for 2,006 yards.
2010.
No, Joe. I'm saying he rushed for 2,006
But in the
yards
2010
in
season.
2009.
2009.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying.
All right. Thank you.
Yeah.
I got confused.
You're like looking at me like I'm gonna hit you.
No, I came out in 8. I will tell you this, and Jeff Fisher can deny it, which is fine. Was it 10 that he ran for 2,000 yards?
No, 9.
9. Okay. All right.
2008 was his rookie year.
Correct.
They lose to Baltimore. 2009, he rushed for over 2,000.
I firmly believe 2/3 into the season, Fisher knew that team wasn't going anywhere, and the goal was to feed Chris Johnson 2,000 yards. I firmly believe that because they started out 0-6 in 2009. They rallied. Kerry was taken out. Vince was put in. They rallied back. And remember, he had like an 80-yard run against Seattle, was taken back because of a holding call. He would have had over 2,100 yards that year.
How many carries do you think he had? 2009.
313.
358.
358.
Yep.
It was good.
14 touchdowns. 80 carries on first down, which is interesting. His longest was a 91-yard that year.
What, was that the one versus the Cardinals? Where him
Maybe.
and Dominique Rogers
Yeah.
would chase each other down the sideline, and that was
Yeah.
an amazing run to do all that. Yeah, and that's the thing is that who was the guy that came here, played LeGarrette Blount,
Mm-hmm.
right? LeGarrette Blount was never going to play here.
No.
Never. They already had Chris. It was a 2010 season, I
Yep.
think. He got in the fight. I'll never forget. He got in the fight during training camp, during a goal line drill. We're all over there taping now. I'll never forget that on a Sunday night. But LeGarrette Blount was never going to play here, although he went and got 2 or 3 rings with the Eagles and the Patriots and did fine, played the Buccaneers and moved on. But Johnson was the guy. I mean, he was – and we've said this before. Name another franchise in the Super Bowl era that's drafted better running backs than the Tennessee Titans.
Yeah.
There's none.
No, I would agree.
Earl, Eddie, Chris, Derrick Henry.
Yeah.
All drafted. There's not another football team in the NFL that's drafted better running backs, impactful running backs, than the Tennessee Titans. Nothing.
And then there's, Bishop Sankey and Chris Henry, but, we don't worry about
Why'd
those.
you bring up Chris Henry?
Chris Brown had one good year.
2003. I like Chris Brown. I think it was
I think
fine.
we did this once before. 1,000-yard rushers for the Titans.
Since they've been here.
Yeah, Eddie. Well, obviously Eddie, Chris, Derek.
Chris Brown.
Chris Brown had the 1 year. Tony Pollard has had 2.
2, yep.
DeMarco Murray, I think, had 1.
2016.
Yep, I believe so. Now I'm kind of did Travis Henry?
Ooh, he might have an 06.
Let's see.
He might have an 06.
Just a moment.
Cheese.
He did. Henry. 2006, 12-11.
12-11.
Yep. So I mean,
God, he had talent.
That's been pretty good.
He had talent. God, he had talent. Just couldn't keep it together, man. Sad. Had that much God-given ability.
Yep.
Travis.
In fact, I think last year or a couple of years ago, the Titans have had the most 1,000-yard rushers in the NFL since the year 2000.
Really?
Yeah.
It's pretty good, man.
This was from Titans Wire several years ago.
Titans Wire.
Yeah. Let's see. They had in 2020, as of 2021, the Titans had 16
since they've been here.
Yeah. Chris Johnson now it can be the same guy, but it's talking about seasons.
Oh, that's fine.
Chris Johnson was responsible for 6 of those. The Titans have dominated the 2,000-yard club. Johnson in history. Henry. All right, let's see. Chris Johnson. Just give me a list. Chris Brown.
Oh, yeah, list.
Yeah, Derrick Henry. Eddie, obviously. All right, so since 2000, Eddie, Chris Brown, Travis Henry, Lindell White in 2007, over 1,100 yards. Chris Johnson, 2016 DeMarco Murray, then 18, 19, 20, Derrick Henry, Tony Pollard. After that, I guess the streak got broken when Derrick got hurt, I believe.
I'll be damned. Chris Johnson had over 1,000 yards every year he was here. That's crazy.
Yeah, he did. So in 2021, it got broken because Derrick got hurt, 937.
Pretty good, man. Also, Travis Henry is the answer to a trivia question from University of Tennessee. When they beat Arkansas in that game, who scored the game-winning touchdown?
Travis Henry. Interesting.
Tennessee still had to go down and score when Clint Sterner fumbled, and they drove down the field, and Travis Henry went over from the top.
615-737-1025. Chase and Big Joe here from the Omni Nashville Hotel on 1025 The Game.
Big Joe here. Listen, we do talk a lot on the show about mental health for guys. And I tell you what, and I will tell you every time I find this out, when somebody goes to therapy that I know, I am so excited. And I want you to do that as well. Therapy changed my life. And whatever you're going through right now, you need to talk about it and know that you don't have to go through these dark clouds alone. There are people who want you to do well. All you got to do is go to unitycares.com. Unitycares.com. Write it down. Go there. If you're unsure about how therapy works and what to do, and you're unsure about a lot of other things, go to that website. It explains it for you. It's laid out for you. There's no pressure. There's nothing there, right? They got telehealth. Again, it's confidential. It's secure. I just need you to go and talk about what you're going through. Once you start talking about that, you'll find that gratitude in your life. You grow closer to God, and there are people who are around you that want you to be well. You don't have to go through this journey alone. UnityCares.com. We speak all the time that you may be someone that notices when a friend or a loved one isn't quite doing well. Also, you sit down with them, talk to them, And also, you too, go to unitycares.com and see what you can do. Or you're our website, thegamenashville.com. Click on the Chase and Big Joe Show. There you'll see a link to Unity Psychiatric Care on the right-hand side. Same company, same wonderful people that are here to make sure you get better, right? We understand the journey sometimes is difficult and rough, but unitycares.com has everything you need. I need you to go to therapy. I tell you all the time that our world is a better place because you are here, and we love you guys, and we need you here. I need you here to walk your daughter down the aisle. I need you here to hold your grandbaby, everything. You are powerful, and unitycares.com will tell you how great and powerful you are. Please go today, go to therapy. Again, unitycares.com.
Chasing Big Joe 102.5, the game here on this Thursday.
We are your list station.
We are. By the way, Weston Clarksville says, thanks for just, dropping a Baby Ruth in the punch bowl. 1,000 yards is nothing in today's game, though. Since there's 17 games, that's 59 yards a game. I'd hope a team could have at least 60 yards rushing in a game.
Well, these are all Chris Johnson's are 16 games.
Yeah.
And I understand all that. I've said that. We had the discussion the one day about should there be an asterisk now, and I think there should be. OJ got 2,000 yards in 14 games.
Sure.
Eric Dickerson got it in 16. I think there needs to be different levels because I think OJ's accomplishment of 2,000 yards in 1973 or whatever is far greater than Eric Dickerson's in 1984. Far better than, and then if Derrick Henry did 17, again, you've added more games to that. That's why I've had this argument, I think, with Dr. Crane a while ago, about a year ago, I think it was you, Dr. Crane, about Derek Jeter as all-time most playoff hits in baseball, right?
Right.
Well, he does because why?
And more cracks at the bat.
They played more games, right? I mean, back in the day, they had you win your divisions, you do the best 4 of 7, then you go to the World Series. Now you got wild card, which is okay. But it needs to be a disclaimer when guys do that. I'm like, all right, look what he did. Well, Chase had 38 more games to do that. I think it adds more to it. I think it's not taking away or adding more to something, but it needs to be known.
Yeah.
And people argued me up and down about asterisks. I'm like, there needs to be an asterisk.
I mean, right? Sure. I mean, that's fine. I mean, I think on some things, then yeah. Because look, OJ's getting 2,000 yards in 14 games is pretty damn impressive.
Yes.
You know, so
When at that time,
Yeah.
when football did not
Yeah.
throw the ball a lot.
Yeah. I mean, 16 too. I mean, again, you got to look at the different eras as well. I mean, I think Derrick Henry, we all probably agree, would have done it. He was going to do it back-to-back years and be the first to do that. And then did he need I guess the year he did 2000, he needed the 16th game, didn't he? But barely.
I don't remember.
Yeah, I think barely.
I don't.
But he, what an impressive run. Yeah, 2020, 370, and it's ironic that it was 2027.
Let me ask you this then. Tom Brady won 7 Super Bowls. Should it be included how many he lost?
Yeah.
Right? Like LeBron, for example.
Yeah, but you know what people will say? So he lost 3? 2 to the Giants, 1 to the Eagles.
Yes. Yep.
So he was 7-3.
Yep.
You know what people will take away from that? So he played in 10.
Right. Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
that's the takeaway.
Yeah. All right. So let me ask you this. And I hate this discussion, but Jordan LeBron. Jordan was 6-0 in the championship, and I don't know what LeBron, 5-4, 5, whatever he is.
He's won 4.
He's won 4. So 4-4. I mean, he's lost a couple.
He lost 2 in Miami.
I don't have to look it up.
That's a good question.
4-6.
4-6.
Yes,
So-
appearing in 10 over his 23-year
Has
career.
he appeared in
There you
10?
go.
All right, he won 4. So don't bring me the garbage that he's better than Jordan.
What
Yeah,
were the 10?
I'll list them off for you. Let's see. One with the Lakers, the Miami Heat. He had, let's see, 1.
Yeah, he
2,
won. He won with Cleveland, 2 in Miami, and 1 with the Lakers.
LA. It says he's appeared 10 times, and it's a 4-6 overall record.
Didn't they go? I think he did go 1 when he was with Cleveland the first time.
Yep, they got beat in 07 or 08. They got beat.
They
That's right.
won in 2012, 2013, 2016, and 2020, and his losses came in 2007, 2011, 2014, 2015, 2017, and 2018.
Good Lord.
Yeah, that's
he
right.
He into the final in 6 years?
So he went to 4 with Miami.
No, Cleveland won with Cleveland.
No, I know, but I'm saying he went to 4
Oh,
with
I don't
Miami
know.
and he was 2-2.
I know
think.
they lost 11 to Dallas.
Yeah.
I believe so, because he had 8 straight finals appearances, is what it says here, 2011 to 2018.
Now, I'm not
That's
taking
impressive.
away that he's not one of the top players ever, but I think sometimes you need to include that into the discussion, right? I mean,
Yeah.
nobody's going to touch Brady. Brady's 7-3. But let me ask you this. Is Brady 7-3 better or greater than Montana's 4-0?
It depends on who you ask.
I'm asking you.
Because you can make the argument that his teams went to 6 more than Montana's. So, I mean, look, 4-0 is impressive, but you only went to 4. He went to 10, and he won 7 of them.
Okay.
So
It's a shame that Jim Kelly never won one.
it's a shame that Jim Kelly never won one. It's a shame that Marino never won one. Marino only went to 1.
Right?
Kelly went to 4. Elway went to 4,
5, I think.
5. So he was 2-3. Peyton went to 4, was 2-2.
Yeah, he went to 5. Hey, temper your little enthusiasm about Marino not winning. You got a little smile on your
No, I
face
didn't.
there.
I like
That's
Marino.
going to get me out of my chair eventually.
Aikman was 3-0.
Aikman was 3-0. Yep.
Roethlisberger went to 4, was 2-2.
I think he went to 3, 5, 8, and 10.
Yeah,
2
you're
and
right.
1.
You're right.
Yep.
You're right.
So I think sometimes, like the LeBron discussion, I think you have to include that.
Rogers went to 2.
You won.
No, I
Aaron
thought he
Rodgers?
lost 1.
2010 was the only year that they
Okay,
won one.
all right, you're right. Trying to think of some others.
Mahomes has lost 2.
Yep.
He's
Won
3-2.
Yeah.
Yep. So I think you need to do that, especially the LeBron thing. I mean, he's 4-6 in the finals.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, you've been there 10 times, won 4, but Jordan's 6-0.
Yeah. Well, that's
God,
I mean,
that's a
look,
discussion.
to me, Jordan's the greatest of all time. There's no argument.
I say Bill Russell is, but that's me.
Well, okay. That's fine.
Bill
Yeah, I Bill Russell deserves a lot more credit than he gets.
But is that a thing? It's a generational thing.
yeah,
I mean, you
I
never
think
saw
so.
Bill Russell. I never saw Bill Russell.
Right.
Right. I mean,
but I saw Jordan.
I mean, when Jordan stopped after 98, I pretty much stopped watching.
Yeah.
And I shouldn't have, because the Spurs with Tim Duncan and David Robinson were really good after that.
Well,
Kobe and Shaq were fantastic.
Kobe to me doesn't get enough. Like Kobe should be in that conversation. It's always LeBron, Jordan. To me, it should be LeBron, Kobe, Jordan.
How many did he win? 4?
Yeah.
They had the 3.
Three-peat with
The Lakers and Shaq, right? Part of
I think
that.
he won 5.
And then he won in 06 or 7. They beat the Magic, which was a weird
think
final. And then he won one over the Celtics. 5. Okay.
2000 to 2002, then 09 and 10.
What year did they beat the Magic? Was that 10?
Maybe
2009.
2009. Thank you.
And then 10 was the Celtics?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
So he had 5.
Did he lose any? He lost 1, I think, right?
That sounds right. Shaq won. How many did Shaq win? 4?
No, he won 3.
Kobe lost 2. 04.
Kobe
08.
lost 2. All right, so he played in 7.
That's correct. 5-2
Yeah.
record.
Who did the Lakers lose to in 05? I'm curious.
The Pistons.
That's right.
Pistons won. Okay.
That's right. So Shaq won 4, 2000, 2002, and then one with the Heat in 06.
06. Yep.
So, yeah. I mean, look, it's an interesting discussion. For
It
sure.
is.
Coming up next, we're going to talk to Greg Wyshynski, ESPN, get his thoughts on the season resuming in the NHL. We'll do that next. Chasing Big Joe, 102.5 The Game. Hour number 3, Chasing Big Joe, 102.5 The Game here on this Thursday, live at the Omni Nashville Hotel. The NHL season back underway after the Olympics. Predators will be in action tonight against the Chicago Blackhawks at Bridgestone Arena. To talk more about the NHL, we say hello to Greg Wyshynski from ESPN, presented by Old National Bank. Get old. Greg, the USA wins the gold in both women's and men's hockey. It's been a great few weeks with that, and now the NHL resumes. How you doing?
This is the first time. How many years we've done this show together? Like many years.
Yeah,
It's the first time I've ever hopped on where there's a Titans Jets trade.
I know, right?
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah,
I mean, all it means is that they're definitely drafting an edge rusher, I guess, in the draft. But what a time to be alive! A Titans Jets trade. Yeah, it's been a really fun week or so for American hockey fans. The women winning gold, and then the men obviously coming through and winning for the first time since 1980. It's something I've been waiting my whole life to see. I was too young to appreciate the miracle. I grew up in the aftermath of it, and it took a long time for USA Hockey to develop a pipeline of talent where you could go on the ice against a team from Canada and feel like they were equals. And this might have been the first time that happened in a best-on-best tournament outside of Four Nations last year. From the high-end offensive talent to the deep defense core to Connor Hellebuck. For the first time in my life, they win gold and deserve to do so against Canada.
is Connor Hellebuck the best goalie? I mean, of this era? Like, is that the best way to put it? Because you go look at his resume, and I know for me, covering the Central Division and the Predators, I've seen him a lot. I know what he can do, but I also feel like he might not jump off the page at you necessarily. But I mean, he's got 3 Vezinas and a Hart Trophy, now a gold medal in the Olympics. All he's really missing is the Stanley Cup.
Well, I mean, does the Presidential Medal of Freedom make up for not winning the cup? I don't know. I don't know if it's a 1-for-1 comparison. But no, I think it's an interesting question. I think when you look at his resume, outside of not winning the cup, and you could easily say that's more on his team than anything else. I mean, like Henrik Lundqvist is a Hall of Famer, even though he never won a cup with the Rangers. I think he's right in the conversation. I think Bobrovsky's right there too, with the 2 cups for Florida and the 2 Vezina trophies. The one contemporary that I think would be an interesting point of comparison is Andrei Vasilevsky of the Tampa Bay Lightning. He's got a couple cups, and then there's sort of the great what if, because obviously for a lot of his prime, Russia wasn't allowed to send their players to the Olympics, and for a couple of those Olympics, the NHL didn't go. So I wonder if Vasi maybe would have been make this conversation a little bit different if Russia had been in some of these tournaments. But without that happening, I think Hellebuck is clearly the best guy of his generation and probably a Hall of Famer even without a Stanley Cup.
Greg Wyshynski is with us from ESPN. So now the NHL season resumes, and the trade deadline is a week from tomorrow. You've done your trade tiers on ESPN.com, and 3 Predators are in the elite forwards with term tier, which include Jonathan Marchessault, Ryan O'Reilly, and Steven Stamkos. What's your gut feeling? Does Barry Trotz move one or more than one of those guys?
My first feeling is I still can't believe Barry Trotz is running this trade line. Like, I know what the timeline is to hire the next guy, but it's still kind of bonkers that this is such an important trade deadline for this team, and the guy that's no longer going to GM is going to be the guy running it. All due respect to Barry, it's just kind of some wacky timing. I'm kind of pretty sure Stamkos stays at this point, not only for the season that he's had, but obviously he's got some say over where he goes. The guy who I think, probably needs the change in scenery the most is Marchessault. And, I don't know if it's a case of his defensive game just atrophying because he's older now or what, but I think a team looks at him as a guy with incredible playoff experience. A Conn Smythe can certainly help out offensively, but the defensive side of his game gives me a little pause. And then you come to O'Reilly, and there's got to be somebody out there that wants to overpay for this guy, right? Like the season he's having is absolutely incredible from an offensive production standpoint. He's still killing it defensively. When you think about all the other centers that might be available, and there are some that are decent comps, like Nazem Kadri, Braden Shen, players like that. I just think as a last piece of the puzzle guy, and especially a guy who also has a playoff MVP award, like O'Reilly just is someone you'd want to overcompensate to try to get. But obviously, Barry's talked about in the past, he's mentioned to me in the past that whatever comes down the pike for O'Reilly, even though he doesn't have trade protection, they'll work together on wherever his next destination is going to be.
Greg, this is why we love you, man, because that was the question I was going to ask, and I was going to preface it by saying, please don't hate me, Preds fans, but why is Barry Trotz in charge of anything at the trade deadline? So I'm not kidding you. So thank you for taking the heat off of me. I appreciate that, Greg.
But it's like, I think it's just a symptom of timing. I mean, I still am not exactly clear why the announcement had to come down when it did. But I mean, at the end of the day, the organization and Barry kind of seemed like they came to a mutual understanding that he wasn't going to come back. And now you have sort of, I mean, let's face it, like the guy's looking after a very short tenure as GM, and it hasn't really been all that successful. And so it becomes a sort of uncomfortable thing of the huge decisions that have to be made about Marchessault and O'Reilly and Stamkos. And you go down a level, and guys like, Eric Halla and players like that. Like, there's a lot of business that could be done in the next a couple weeks that Barry's going to be doing, and it's kind of an awkward time to do it.
Greg, do you think Pittsburgh could be that team that would be willing to overpay for O'Reilly, knowing that they're going to be without Crosby for a while?
That's a great question, and Pittsburgh's a hard one to figure because like they're kind of punching above their weight anyway this year.
Yep.
Their young players have played great. They got a great coach in Dan Muse that's figured out some things to that roster. Obviously, Sid and Gino have been the ones to kind of, drive the bus there. But again, like if Crosby's out, and he's meant so much to that team. I mean, O'Reilly's not a replacement for him. I guess it would just be a matter of whether they think they can kind of tread water enough in that division in the conference to still be playoff relevant when Sid comes back. It's a tough one for them because they have such a treasure chest right now of future prospects and picks that I don't know if they want to tap into that necessarily for a player like O'Reilly.
Greg, if you ask any coach in any of the major sports, what's the most important game on their schedule, if they don't tell you the next game, then there's something wrong with them. Tonight's game for the Nashville Predators versus the Blackhawks, look, they're 4 points out of a playoff spot. How crucial is tonight's game for the Nashville Predators to start making that climb?
Yeah, we did a bubble watch earlier this week on ESPN. If you look at all of the major sites that track playoff probability, the Preds are around 20%. For making the cut, which is a not insignificant number, but still not a guarantee that they can get over the hump. I think it's a huge game because of just the way that the last couple of games before the Olympic break went. You want to get right back and rolling a little bit here, and time's a wasting. I mean, it's kind of crazy to think that the Olympic break is done. The last games that these teams played feel like they were a century ago for those of us who have been covering the Olympic tournament. But now we're in a sprint. I mean, like it's a scant couple of weeks before we are talking about the playoffs starting. So you can't stand on ceremony, man. You got to get rolling right as you get back on the ice after this Olympic break.
It's funny, Greg, we talked earlier, we had Pete Weber on the show and talked about, when the Predators are clicking on all cylinders, how good are they? Are they as good as any team in the NHL? Because we've seen them when they play good, Greg. I mean, they are really good.
They're a hard out. I mean, they're in a conference with some real elite teams, like Colorado, Dallas, Minnesota. On some days, you could make the argument that the Western Conference is the three best teams in hockey. Vegas, I was watching them last night against the Kings, even without like a couple of their big guys from the Olympics, they looked pretty good. The bottom line is that if Nashville gets in, it's most likely going to be in the second wild card, and it's most likely going to mean that you're going to have to play one of those Titans from the Central Division, and then we'll see how it goes. Because again, like when you get in, you just have to put together 4 good games, and all of a sudden you're talking about shocking the world against someone like Colorado or Minnesota or Dallas. So I don't think they're as good as everybody in the league on their best day, but there's certainly a playoff quality when they're playing well.
He is Greg Wyshynski from ESPN. Find his work there and at ESPN.com. Greg, appreciate the time as always. We'll talk next week.
Absolutely, and also check out my preview of Elimination Chamber this weekend, boys. I mean, let's face it, we got some big stuff happening this weekend too in the WWE. So I got that on the site as well.
This has got to be like knowing that ESPN has the PLEs now, like has to be like awesome for you.
I mean, it's funny. Like I've been at ESPN now since 2017, I think it is. And in my time there, we've gotten the rights to hockey back and the rights to wrestling back. I mean, like doing pretty good. Maybe I'm the lucky charm. I don't know, but it is a pretty fun place to be right now for me.
Be honest. Did somebody walk through like the halls there and go, "Hey, does anybody know wrestling? Want to write some stuff?"
No, I know we're up against it, but what's funny is that the same thing happened when hockey came back that happened when wrestling came back, which is all of these people just started flooding into like the Zoom calls and the Slacks. You know, it's like all these people you didn't even know they cared about hockey or cared about wrestling, and all of a sudden, like you've been writing it for like the last 6 or 7 years, and now like everybody wants to be doing it too. So it was the same thing that happened twice, but it's great. I mean, the more the merrier in my book.
Yeah, absolutely. Appreciate it as always. And hey, who knows? Maybe the Jets and Titans will make another trade before next week.
God, as a Jets fan, I hope not.
We'll see ya. Greg Wyshynski joining us here on the program as he does every Thursday at 2, presented by Old National Bank. Get old. We always enjoy the combos with him. Pred's back at it tonight with pregame coverage at 6 o'clock, puck drop just after 7.
The NFLPA has released the best and worst franchises according to players in the National Football League. You got some doozies on here.
Is this a report card?
It's a report card, but there's a problem with the report card.
Okay. I didn't think they could do this anymore. All right, we'll discuss this coming up next. Chasing Big Joe, 102.5 The Game. Chase and Big Joe, 102.5 The Game here on this Thursday at the Omni Nashville Hotel at Kitchen Notes. Robert Palmer bringing us back.
Rest in peace, Robert.
Yeah.
Crazy, huh? Here we go. For the third consecutive year, the Miami Dolphins ranked first overall in the NFL Players Association annual report cards, according to survey results obtained by ESPN. The Vikings finished second, Commanders third. Now, remember, the NFLPA is not making the report cards public this year following a grievance filed by the NFL, which claimed the survey violated the collective bargaining agreement. And then earlier this month, an arbitrator agreed with the league, saying the report cards violated the CBA by disparaging NFL clubs and individuals, blah, blah, blah. NFLPA said it would continue to collect responses for report cards, even if it cannot punish them. There's your top three. Coming in last, and I'm shocked about this because everybody talks glowingly about how great the owner is, everybody else. The Pittsburgh Steelers.
I know. I'm shocked by that too.
Last.
Because all the players, I mean, this is obviously under Tomlin. All the players love Tomlin and all that stuff.
Now, what all they take into account? There's like this. One of these says the Dolphins are good because part of the results are about playing surfaces, daycare, and how your family's treated, and a few other things. Coming in 31st, God bless them.
The Titans?
No, the Titans. There's no mention between 3 and 30. The Arizona Cardinals. They just can't. God bless them, man. You just feel for them, man. They can't do anything correct.
No.
So, but yeah,
the Titans are probably middle on that list.
I would say so.
Because I feel like they've been.
They did do a good job. They've always fallen in that 10 to 14 range every
I'll be
year.
curious if there's a plan. You know, I think they're due to redo the locker room, which I feel like I've heard they're going to do that.
Over there?
Yeah.
They just did it.
10 years
19.
ago. Like, was it 19?
Yeah. Yep.
Oh.
I got a picture when the locker room, when they did the tour, they had this is crazy. They had the TV on Channel 4 and I was doing sports.
Oh, yeah.
So they all stood around, took a picture, and there I was, and that was when the locker room in 2019.
Yeah. Well, I don't remember going into it when they redid it, but.
See how I try to make things about myself? If I can slide that in three or 4 times.
Hey, get in there and make it better.
During the show. But no, I think I've never heard overall. Now, I mean, I'm not in the locker room. Derek Mason has a better idea what goes on there than I do when he spent 97-04 with the team. But it's just, everybody talks about how great the Rooneys are and everything else. And to find out the Steelers came in absolute last in the player survey report card.
That's pretty crazy.
It is crazy, man.
Well, I don't know what they do. I mean, everybody's always like praised the Rooneys.
Always.
Being the best.
I agree with Miami. You know how I feel about warm weather and palm trees.
You love it?
Absolutely. Miami.
That's why
Tampa.
That's why, look, I know, and Nick needs to know that if there's one day like you don't show up, we need to look at the Powerball numbers and see if somebody won.
You'll get a telegram from San Juantaneo, Fort Hancock, Texas. I'm crossing over the border. I saw a great video last night. It was Patriots and Dolphins, both their throwback uniforms, like 2017 or 18, and those Dolphins kind of dark blue ones. I mean, they're so beautiful. Go back to those. That's my rant for uniforms for today.
Okay. Yes, the 12th is when we'll finally see the Titans uniforms, even though I think we've already seen them.
2 weeks from the day. You had a good point yesterday. Did you tell it during the break?
I don't remember.
That's the day of free agency?
Yeah.
What happens?
Yep. Oh, I think they make a big splash signing and they get that person here and they walk out in the uniform.
Badass.
Which would be cool.
So if you could pick 4 players that you want, they're not on the team yet, 4 players to walk out the same way that Hendrick, Blaine Bishop, Frankie, and Eddie George walked out. Which 4 players would you want to walk out with the jerseys?
So all free agents?
Well, no. I mean, guys that you hope are on the team. So Jeremiah Johnson should be there.
Jermaine Johnson.
Jermaine, where did I get Jeremiah? That's Robert Redford in that damn movie. Jermaine Johnson. Damn it.
All right. Cam. I mean, you got to march your quarterback out there.
Yep. Big Jeff.
Jeffrey Simmons.
So you got 2 more. Give me Alec Pierce, baby.
I'll say Jermaine Johnson and then, Pierce.
They look great.
You save. In fact, like now, they wouldn't be able to do this because Schefter or somebody's going to break it. But like, you try your best to make that the announcement like that can be the official announcement of the team
That'd be nice.
of whoever that is.
Think she shows up? She sure as hell
She
better
should.
show up.
She
Come
should.
on.
She should.
I don't want to hear from NyQuil. I don't want to hear from
Yeah.
anybody
No,
else.
she should.
I want to hear from her.
And I think she will, because in situations like this, she's protected because she's not taking questions. She just gets up there and reads something.
Exactly right.
Because
Because it's only open to season ticket holders, right?
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know if they're,
Good for them,
and
man.
I would assume media can get in there.
I don't, what we've seen, I don't mind the whole uniform look. I don't mind that. I think it looks good. I don't mind that. I'm excited, man. Give me Pierce. Give me Jermaine.
Yep.
Okay.